What's up, guys? It's Princey215. God is good, y'all. I hope y'all living your best life. Now, as you can see from my title, I'm talking about high value people and attraction. But I'm gonna really just talk about women only because I'm a woman and it's just a woman. As a high value woman, we want high value men. So let me just hop right into it. Now, when you're a high value woman, people who are insecure with themselves are going to see you as being egotistical. I've been like, okay, so ever since I really started to like go hard and like really get all the things that I want for my life, I have been called arrogant. And it's like, how am I arrogant? Because I'm highly confident in my own capabilities and ability to accomplish my personal goals. That doesn't make me arrogant. It just means that I have to move a certain type of way for myself. So when you're high value, it's certain things you're not gonna go for. A high value person, and it's all growth, you guys. Like I just turned 20. Like I said, I just turned 27 not too long ago. And it's the way I live my life now, of course, is nowhere near the same how I lived my life 3 years ago. You feel me? This is literally, or even 10 years ago. But however, all my life experiences have been leading me up to this. I have always been high value. But when you're surrounded by people who don't want you to shine and want you to be bright, so being high value, being God's child, all that stuff comes together. Like, it's only one. Like, some people will just say they're high value, but they don't even believe in God. See, I have God with me always. I've never ever shunned God or said I don't believe in God, or I've always felt an inside urge in me to do right. So long story short, when you are high value, people will see you, people will be intimidated by you, and that's because you're shaking their insecurities, because you have a lot of self-determination. You are able to I can't think of the word now. Oh, discipline. There we go. You have a lot of self-discipline. Like, self-discipline, like when people see that in you, like, example, I lost over 60 pounds. And you guys, no cap, my biggest was like 210. And if I was to ever be 210 again, I would be cool with it, because now that I've been working out for so long, it would be mainly muscle, so I wouldn't care. But my biggest at 210 was not muscle. It was just bad energy of weight. It was just, all that weight was just bad energy, basically. So anyway, when I lost my 60 pounds, people were like, oh, you look sick, or oh, you look this, you look that. Okay, that's fine. Like, that's fine. I did something that you couldn't do. I did it because I wanted to. So at the end of the day, the point I'm making here is that when you have self-determination and you're disciplined and you love yourself and you shooting for the stars for yourself, that makes people mad. And it's like, why? Like, we have the same 24 hours. You can do the same thing. Instead of you focusing your energy on me, worrying about what I'm doing or why I'm moving a certain type of way, you don't have to do that. Worry about yourself. And that's what people fail to realize. So when you're high value, you're going to have a lot of haters, and that's just period, because you're not going to go for certain things and you're going to feel certain things. People will try to fake you, right? I had a lot of people who would try and like, because I'm a very loving person. I really am. I had to stop being so willing to give, because I have to give to myself. But I'm still a dope person. So I would go around people and they would just try so hard to love bomb me, especially, oh my God. And it's girls too, it's not just guys. Like, when a girl, and I'm not saying like in a homo way or anything like that, but if a girl like touching your arm or y'all talking and she just like, yeah, not saying it's always like on some, even though that's wrong being gay, but I'm just saying a female will try and love bomb another female, not sexually, but just to get you like, I love you, like, you're so cool, because she wants you around her. She wants your energy. But me personally, I always feel stuff. Like, if I start feeling like any type of feeling in my body is not aligning with your energy, I gotta go, sis. Like, we're cool, but you're not about to get my time. Your energy vampire, you got the wrong one, because a high value person has goals. They're dedicated. They have things that they have to do. They're not going to sit here and carve out all this time every day for you. A high value person, you might see them once every so often. If y'all on the same path and y'all both are doing stuff, yeah, you might see them more often. But if you're trying to be friends with a high value person and you're not even on their level, and his levels is no competition. You could never be on somebody's level if you didn't work through all their trials and tribulations. So if you're not on their level, you have to be aware that you're not going to be able to have time with them like that, because they're doing something that you're clearly not doing. If they're working every day, Monday through Friday, and you're just sitting home all day, and you think that every day at 5 when they get off, you're like, hey, you want to see me? Hey, can we hang out? They're not going to want to hang out with you because they just worked all day. You did not, and now they have something else that they want to go work on for themselves, whether that's meditating or whatever the case may be. They're not going to make time for you. So as a high value person, you have to know your worth, and it's okay to tell people no, because that energy is going to bring you down. If you're high value and you're just standing around people who are not high value, who don't even care how they look, see, being high value is a lot, y'all. It's a lot, and we all have our days. It's plenty of days, and y'all can see from my videos, I don't got no pics. There's some days where, because I work a lot and stuff like that, I try to do my hair as often as I can, of course. But we might have that week where it's like, okay, this is a bad hair week. I'm still not going to let it stop me. I'm still going to post. I'm still going to go to work. I'm still going to do what I have to do. I just been so caught up in my goals that I haven't had a self-care day to do my hair and things like that. But another person who's just, when you're not high value, you're not even going to care about that. Like, see, high value people may go a week or even two the longest without prepping themselves. And this is just my experience. Of course, another woman, bougie, you probably get your nails done every week, and that's great, sis. Like, the bougier the better. I'm getting there. But long story short, if you only getting yourself together every few months, like, then you popping out, like, that's not high value. If I was a man, I don't want no girl who only making sure she look good from head to toe every so often. Like, no. And again, we all have our days. It's not no judgment. But the way you feel about yourself, cleanliness is next to godliness. How often are you showering? How often are you smelling good? Like, all that stuff matters. How do you take care of your vagina? Like, all that stuff matters. All right, I can't get too long into this. I'm going to make another video on this. Now I want to get into the attraction part. Now, attraction, right, is so deep. And I'm just going to only speak from my point of view, you guys. Like, for me, I don't look at a person like don't get me wrong, I want to be attracted to the person I'm with. If I'm not attracted to you, it's not going to go but so far. However, the first thing with me is not, oh, you're the cutest. I don't know. Looks to me is like beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. I'm not so fixated on a person's actual appearance. Like, you could have one eye smaller, like, because we all have a something. Nobody's perfect. I could care less about strategically how you look. My whole thing is pheromones, and that's why I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna do another video on this, y'all, because this is the deepest one for me. Pheromones is so deep, and you guys can look it up. Please do your own research. Like, all the stuff that I ever learned into it, I researched it myself, and that's why I'm so happy about finding out who I am. But again, physical attraction means a lot, but pheromones, our body naturally smells stuff. And I personally like to be around a man when he is sweaty and when he's out the shower, because that's how I'll know. Because no matter how clean you are, you can scrub yourself all you want. And I've been around a lot of guys who were clean, nothing wrong with them at all. They were very, very clean, and you could smell the soap and everything. But it's something about their body odor, and it doesn't have to be a stink smell like you're dirty. Again, you're clean. You have a high pH, like far as your cleanliness. You always showering, that's great. But it's something about your natural scent that I ain't digging, and I'm not gonna force myself to be with you knowing darn well I don't like it. That scent is no. So pheromones, to me, I think a lot of you guys need to really understand what it is that you like, and what brings out, especially as a woman, what makes you want to be submissive. And just because as women, we're naturally submissive, and if you're around a man who you want, it's a wild ride. Like, y'all, that power, that energy is going to trample over so much stuff. So again, pheromones, to me, you guys, is a huge part of attraction, in my opinion. Because no matter how good a person washes up and sprays all this oil, like, if it's not going with your body chemistry, which is going to produce your pheromone, for me, and I don't like it, I don't care. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how many times you shower. If I don't like how you smell, I'm cool. Now, as far as the gym, now, this is a huge one. I've had plenty of guys who wanted me even more after I done left the gym. So it means a lot. Yeah, of course we ain't gonna smell our best leaving the gym, but it's something about it that's natural, because it's like, okay, If we just was in the woods for a whole week, barely whatever, barely able to clean, it's like smelling you, like it's animalistic. Like, even though we're not animals, I'm not an animal, but we in this body which has animalistic tendencies. So smells, all our senses, it matters. So if I'm around a guy who just left the gym, and it's like I can't like I have to know all these things. And there's plenty of guys who, like, I'm like, okay, you cool, like, yeah, you sweaty, but I like it. I like the way, like, just like I said, how a guy can like us when we leave the gym, we can like them too, or we cannot. So it's deep. Pheromones to me is a huge part of attraction. So I think that you guys should really, realize what you like and be into that. And there's nothing wrong with it. And again, we're human. Ain't nobody gonna be perfect all the time. You feel me? There's good days and there's bad days. It all goes together. As a high value woman, you're going to have some days where you have a bad hair day, and that's okay. But don't let one bad hair day be a whole month. As a high value woman, you shouldn't want to. And again, you can do whatever it is that you so choose to, but cleanliness is next to godliness. So if you're going around for a whole month or longer not grooming yourself, or getting your hair done, that means that you're not groomed, and that means you haven't washed your scalp. I personally cannot go, I like to do it every week, but I be so busy, I can't go past 2 weeks without cleansing my scalp, which means I have to do my hair now. Like, so it's levels. It's not always about bashing or judging. It's non-judgment at all. But cleanliness is next to godliness. The energy you embody is what you will produce. I am a high value bougie woman, and I love it, and I'm only going to keep becoming more and more high value, because again, it took a long time. When I was a young boy, my hair wasn't cute, and my hair be cute because I do it myself. But I'm gonna do another video on reparenting too, y'all. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video. Damn, it was more stuff I wanted to say, but I'm not trying to make my videos long, because I also want to get into the fact of, if you are a high value woman, you know if a man really wants you by the things that he say. And I'll be quick with this. If a man's just like, oh, I want to hold you, and you don't even know him, like, sir, I don't know you, or oh, I want to touch, whatever. Like, he not trying to be overt, like, yeah, I'm trying to smash, but he's still like, but then he'll try and flip it and be like, oh no, I ain't worrying about sex, I ain't worried about sex. Let's call a spade a spade. A high value man who genuinely wants to get to know your brain, he's not going to throw anything sexual out, because at the end of the day, sex going to be a part of the deal regardless. That's what people fail to realize. Once you become a relationship and you're one, you're going to fuck. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But from the beginning, if we all know this, it's like, okay, it's like a game. It's like, or whatever. It's like opening up a chocolate bar and you know you're going to get the chocolate. You feel me? It's like, we know if we continue this relationship, we're going to eventually fuck. But if you're just making it at the beginning of the conversation, that's a red flag, because it's like, as a high value woman, we don't want somebody to just touch us. Like, that's not even the type of time we're on. We get our own money, we take care of ourselves, and it's not nothing to be like, because the same thing that y'all say about a gold digger, like, oh, you're a gold digger, la la la, that's cool. But if you have a woman who's independent and doing for herself, that's a great thing. We're all here to take care of ourselves. And if you're a housewife or whatever, that's amazing too. If you have got you a good alpha man and he allows you to stay home, that's great. But as a housewife, I'm sure you're still, if you're a high value woman, I'm sure you're still finding a way to make your own money, whether that's making bracelets or whatever it is you're trying to do. You're still not fully relied all on his money. Like, if a woman's fully relied on another man's money, or just to take care of her, especially if you're bougie, again, this shit costs. Being bougie is not like fucking cheap. And if you're putting all that on a man to do all the things for you that you actually want and need, how are you really high value then? Like, how? But yeah, take everything I say with a grain of salt, because I'm still growing, I'm still learning. And yeah, have a blessed day, you guys. All right, stay up, and all right, deuces.